I started photography inspired by my father, and in the last 15 years I got a lot more interested in working and expanding my horizon, traveling and doing photography. I was inspired by photographer friends that were traveling in different countries and showing me their work. And those work were really inspiring for me to discover new culture and understand the world better. I went to Mongolia, which was one of my favorite culture. Mongolia was an incredible experience. I started in Ulaanbaatar, then traveled around the capital in a different national park and started to understand more about the traditional culture and the nomadic life. After that, I was lucky enough to be able to travel to the Gobi Desert and see how that nomadic life changed with the landscape of the desert. And finally, I was lucky to go to 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗏 and meet the eagle hunters. So in the mountain of the Altai, you meet the eagle hunter. And they are not living in one place, they are nomads as well. You can see the influence of the Kazakh culture in that part of Mongolia, which was a great discovery for me, that mix of culture. So that part of the world, you really see a mix of culture there, and you can experience the best of both. Depending on what you are going to photograph, you have to adapt to where you are and you adapt to what you are photographing. So when you take a photography where you want to see the night sky, you will have to plan a long time in advance to make sure that you don't have the moon, for example, that will overpower the night sky. And what is very important is to understand your subject. You want to know how they're living, how they're feeling, and that way you can capture a moment that describes their life that is true. And also you have to be ready for the specific moment that you want to capture that will, in one frame, tell you the story of the people. Mexico has an incredible cultural richness, and it is something that I really love. And there are similarities in tradition in horse riding. When you see 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, or you see Mongolian rider, you see that skill that is shared between the two countries. And this museum in this historic building is incredibly beautiful.
Gobierno de México.